1 week until Election Day, a former president campaigns in Florida, where 6.5 million votes have already been cast. You can download the FAA app before you fly to learn if there are any drone restrictions or requirements in your area. President Donald Trump is preparing to hit the campaign trail again in coming days, perhaps starting in Florida and Pennsylvania. The main goal of both organizations is to strengthen the community, whether that be writing a letter to a local hero, reading a book, donating cans, or creating stockings. No action is too small. At the end of the day, time is more valuable than money. So Zach, did you ever have a favorite toy as a kid?
I actually did, Pamela. It was my favorite toy was the Buzz Lightyear action figure.
Oh wow, that's so sweet. Well, this story might actually melt your heart. Trevor Project reported that over 50% of LGBTQ youth reported symptoms of anxiety or depression since the start of the pandemic. This, of course, is compared to the 29% of straight youth who reported these symptoms. This, in turn, has led to a high demand for therapists amongst the LGBTQ community. What began as an outbreak in China is now threatening to become a worldwide pandemic. All volunteers need is a pen and a sheet of paper. They begin the letter with "Dear local hero," and from there they give thanks.
We actually received hundreds and hundreds of very incredible, heartwarming letters that we then were able to distribute, not just to medical workers and people in hospitals, but all frontline workers and all essential workers.
This is one of the many remote volunteer opportunities United Way of Miami-Dade offers. They saw the desire for people to continue serving during COVID-19. Many organizations saw this trend and decided to make a difference from a distance.
It became unsafe for people to congregate. We were still getting a lot of requests from people that wanted to be involved in the community. So we came up with Hands-On at Home.
Sam, I am. Some opportunities require you to pick up your favorite children's book, record a video of yourself reading the story, and adding dramatic and fun sound effects. It's opportunities like this one that led to an increase in volunteer engagement.
100%. I think that we've definitely seen that increase in the desire to serve. And I think that because of the COVID-19 pandemic and all the things that have come of it, people are refocusing and realizing what's important to them.
The main goal of both organizations is to strengthen the community, whether that be writing a letter to a local hero, reading a book, donating cans, or creating stockings. No action is too small. At the end of the day, time is more valuable than money.
Something that's really special about volunteering is that it's about your time. And time is your most precious resource.
Wolf says they have received a lot of positive feedback and will continue to offer these remote projects post-COVID-19. Pamela Combe, WUFT News. An artist, a student, and a son. Now he also identifies as a bisexual man. In the middle of a pandemic, Alexander Puga decided it was time to begin his coming out story. It all began on TikTok.
Bisexual? I didn't really have anybody I knew on there, and I started talking about it. I started talking about my sexuality and my experiences, and the support that I got on TikTok was crazy, and I kind of blew up from it.
Despite this, he decided to not disclose his sexuality on Instagram, a platform where his family follows.
There's still a sense of fear of coming out to them, and just knowing that things are going to change scares me.
Puga's anxiety has taken turn for the worse. Psychologist Sid Binks also has a queer patient with mental health issues exacerbated by quarantine.
His parents are not aware of his sexual orientation, and so he's had to kind of shut down that process of self-exploration.
The Trevor Project reported that over 50% of LGBTQ youth reported symptoms of anxiety or depression since the start of the pandemic. This, of course, is compared to the 29% of straight youth who reported these symptoms. This, in turn, has led to a high demand for therapists amongst the LGBTQ community.
There's more business available, and I'm turning down people more.
The Trevor Project also reported over 50% of LGBTQ youth experienced feelings of sadness and loneliness since the pandemic. Puga falls into those numbers. He hopes to find the help he needs to wrap up his coming out story.
Coming out feels like this Mount Everest that you have to climb up, and literally when you get to the top of the hill and you look back down, it's literally like a little speed bump.
Pamela Combe, WUFT News.